Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. Fruitful Hands reached out to me and sent me this kit to do a few process videos with and a review, and I, without even thinking, said yes because all of Ella Roetz's stuff is just gorgeous stuff. So this is an exclusive kit for Fruitful Hands designed by Ella Roetz. The devotional was done by Donnalee Scott, and just very excited. So I took those pattern papers that's included in the kit after I'd fussy cut all of the little flowers and elements. I took these the pattern paper and just cut them into a size I wanted or was comfortable with. I wanted a smaller book size, not the full traveler's notebook size, and I'm going to be journaling the verses in this little book and decorating it with all of the cards and all of the elements and all of the extras. And I'm even going to try and minimize or make this little girl smaller to fit her in there somewhere. So I am battling a bit with getting the stapler just right. It is a thicker batch of paper than I usually use, and my stapler is not really industrial use stapler, so it did take me a little while to get the staples just right, but in the end I got it done. I just put a little bull clip at the top fold and the bottom fold to make sure that it stays straight and it doesn't move while I staple the one side before I do the other side. So flipping it over onto my cutting mat, I want to cut off the edges and make them straight. Now for the bottom and top edges, you can open the book and do that. When you do the sides, however, because it's a fold, there will be like smallest millimeter changes or differences, and if you want those straight, obviously you would need to have the book the way it's going to be laid out when it's closed. So just cutting through that, it does take a few cuts just because it's a thick pieces of paper plus a lot of it. So I did use the 160 GSM paper to print this on, and then I am keeping the white spaces in between just for variance. I like to have my corners rounded, so I just take a We Are Memory Keepers corner punch and punch out the little corners to make it look just a bit more finished. It doesn't take very long. I wouldn't take like too many pages through this just because it'll damage your punch. So once this is done and I've got all the little odds and ends sorted, I'm going to start with using this book. I wanted to have that card that says hope on the front, but then I wanted to use these, it looks like one of those old lettering sticking things. That's very helpful, Rochelle. Anyways, and I just wanted to do that at the back page just to put down that it's the Hope Kit by Fruitful Hands and Ella Roetz for May 2020. And then, like I said, I wanted to stick this card that says hope on the front. I'm loving the just mixed media feel of it, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my aqua pencils from Faber-Castell. These are the Goldfaber Aqua pencils, and I'm going to be very loosely, very sketchily kind of outlining these little cards as I put the devotional in first and in the front. So like I said, this devotional was written by Donnalee Scott, and I can't wait to dive into the actual devotion and get into this, and that I will do once the little booklet is assembled a bit more. What I do like to do is to write out the verses just to help me remember it. So writing it out gives you double the memory function. So because you read it and then you have the interaction with your hand actually writing it and then reading it again to make sure that it's right, you solidify that action of keeping it in your memory. That's why scripture writing to me is so important. I also, with scripture writing, try and use different versions. So I use Bible Gateway on my laptop, and it easily pops up the verses if I don't have my phone which I'm recording with with me. So I just used Bible Gateway on my laptop. It's a website where you can type in any verse and it'll give you options for versions, and if you want to read the whole chapter and the context of it and all of that stuff. So it's called BibleGateway.com. And so I'm just writing down this verse from the Passion translation. It's my new favorite translation, and I'm writing it with a Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen in an S-nib, which is the super fine nib in this, it's like a maroon color. And then using my Goldfaber to just highlight or outline, that word hope. And I do want to just bring in a little flower in here. I'm going to just use half of it and then save the other half for later in the book. Don't throw those halves away. So this is just the start, and I wanted to quickly show you how I use it. Stay tuned for more. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.